Hello, welcome to Roundtable Sports Talk with Littleboy. I'm Littleboy. I'm here with Darren, as usual. This week's show is sponsored by 4 Wheel Parts, and I want to invite you to call in 619-387-3457. We'll be discussing a few different items today, all of which Darren has no idea. I like to just spring questions on him, see what he thinks. And we're going to go ahead and get started. First thing, Junior Seau passed away today. I'm not sure if passed away is the right word. He committed suicide, unfortunately. I got to be real careful here. When I first heard that he committed suicide, I don't understand exactly what he was going through because I've never been suicidal. I mean, I don't want to say that I know what he was going through. It really upsets me when people commit suicide because of what they leave behind. He has children. He has an ex-wife. He has a girlfriend. He has family. He has a mother. We got to see her on TV today. So, I mean, I certainly don't want to, speak bad about somebody. But at the same time, when I hear about somebody committing suicide, it almost makes me a little angry. For kind of what they did for the people who are left.
I couldn't agree with you more. And it's sad as a young boy growing up, he was kind of like our icon as a Charger fans. Yeah. And just with some of the stuff that's been recently happening with him, I feel so bad for the Seau family, but not necessarily for Junior Seau himself. There's other ways to deal with your problems, in my opinion.
Right.
I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know what he was going through, but
yeah.
He's just done so much over the last 5 years, whether it was, faking the retirement, coming out of retirement, going to New England. And if you remember, I don't know if it was a big national story, obviously like this is, but I mean, we don't really know if he tried crashing his car off a cliff.
Right.
We don't really know what went on there.
Right.
And when I first heard the report, I actually got an email saying shots fired at the Seau house.
Right.
I'll be honest with you, first thing I thought was, oh man, who did he shoot?
Yeah.
I didn't realize and then, half hour later they started coming out saying that he killed himself, and it's too bad. I'd never like to see anything like that happen, but such is life, I guess. I mean, what can we say? I mean,
well, I was going to say that Darren Carrington, he was on the news earlier today, and
one thing that he brought up was, sometimes you look at people and you think that they have everything on the surface. He has all the bells and whistles, fame, notoriety, and one thing he brought up was the fact that there's like an outreach program for former NFL players and people that have a hard time adjusting to the fact that they're no longer in the spotlight, they're no longer as relevant as they once were, and I mean that you couple that with depression or some other things that we might not necessarily know about on the surface, and apparently nobody else did either.
It's a great point.
I mean it's really it's unfortunate, and it's just really a real sad day for everybody that got to witness that today.
Yeah, but with that being said, it's an excellent point, but. From my point of view, we talked about this a couple weeks ago with Aubrey Huff and the anxiety. Listen, we all have problems, right? I mean, there's ways to deal with them. So it's just hard for me to sympathize for somebody that takes your life. I mean, obviously, I don't know exactly what he's going through.
Right.
But I can't imagine it being that much more worse than whatever everyone else goes through on an everyday life. But with that being said, it doesn't take away from the fact that it's still sad and
yes.
I wonder what his legacy is going to be. I mean, today's probably not the day to talk about that, but it's just too bad for the Seau family. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, that was Nick. He's off camera. I forgot to introduce him. He's from another guy from Pound for Pound Sports, and he might be chiming in a little bit off camera today.
That was like 5 O's right there, and another right there.
I'm really working on the O's. I apologize. I'm working on it. I really am. But keep pointing them out to me because I'll stop doing them.
Don't forget they can tweet in. They can tweet in questions too.
Okay, you can tweet in questions. I'm at LBHost. And where are you at?
I'm at Darren PFP Sports, but don't bother tweeting there because I don't even have my phone.
Oh, he doesn't have his phone. Well, I have my phone.
So suck it.
Okay, we're going to move on. I want to start a new segment. It's called Quick Hits. I'm going to ask you some quick questions, and you just tell me what you think. Albert Puhols, over or under 25 home runs this year?
Over.
Over. I say under. I don't think he's going to hit 25.
Put money on it.
Okay. Basketball, Chicago Bulls. They going to make it past the first round without Rose?
It's got to be quick answers, quick hits, quick answers.
No, do
you know what? I thought yes. I thought yes until I watched him play last night. They looked pathetic, so I'm going to say no.
I know. Most of you don't know because I'm not as big of a basketball fan as I used to be growing up. When I was in high school, basketball was my favorite sport. The Bulls are my favorite basketball team. I don't follow them as close as I did.
Yeah, you and every other kid that grew up in the 90s.
That's just the way it was. What am I going to do? So I was a little bit bummed out to see Derrick Rose go out, and I thought they were going to win the first round, and I saw the second game of
Not to ruin your quick hit section here, but you know what? What a devastating blow for a fan base that's waited all season. They've had the best team.
We figured this is going to be it. You know, the Bulls really got a shot.
Yeah, they had. You know, I mean, I'm personally. Basketball right now, I could take it or leave it, but I was thinking, man, how exciting would an Oklahoma City Chicago Bulls finals be? And we're not going to see that now.
It almost looks like it's going to be a cakewalk for Miami.
It sure does.
And I'm not sure how many other people besides me are not big fans of Miami.
Yeah.
All right, this is a good one for you. Padres or Cubs? Who's going to end the season with more victories?
Oh, Cubs, 100%.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Darren, of course, is a Cubs fan.
Can't ask me Cubs questions and expect me to be realistic.
I'm a huge Padre fan, and I say Cubs will probably win more games, and they both look pretty pathetic this season. But I think the Cubs will pull out more victories.
Watch your mouth.
Will Danica Patrick win a nationwide race this season?
No, I'd be impressed if she finished top 10.
Yeah. Finished a race top 10 or finished the season top 10?
Well, she's not going to finish the season. She's not racing a handful.
She's racing nationwide race.
Yeah, but she's not racing the whole season.
Yeah, she's racing full time nationwide.
Is she?
Yeah.
Where's she been?
2 laps down usually.
Okay.
Nationwide.
I don't watch the nationwide races. I'm just recently started getting into NASCAR and the Sprint Cup, but no.
I watch.
That's right. She's doing a handful of Sprint Cup races this year. Okay.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking. Nationwide, no.
Do you think she'll finish a
Sit
Sprint
there and
Cup?
look pretty and do what you do.
I watch the nationwide races because my favorite driver, Elliott Sadler, number 2 car, is in nationwide. There's another for you. Do you think she'll finish top 10 in any of the Cup races this year?
No.
How about lead lap on any of the Cup races?
No.
Finish.
No.
Really?
In order to lead a lap, she'd have to probably win a pole and lead.
Finish on the lead lap. Finish on the lead lap. Has she
You
yet?
just said lead a lap.
I said.
This is what happens when I don't let you say
I said lead lap.
Okay. Will she finish on the lead lap?
Yes. Has she yet in a Cup race?
She's only raced one, right?
Did she finish on the lead lap? I don't think so.
No, I think she crashed. Yeah. No, I say no.
No finishes in the lead lap and no victories in the nationwide.
No.
All right. Moving on. That was the quick hit section.
I like that.
I'm gonna try and bring some questions back each time for that. Saints and some ex-Saints players got suspended for their roles in Bountygate. I know we talk about Bountygate every single week, and I'm so tired of talking about it, but it seems like every single Wednesday something comes up from Bountygate. Jonathan Vilma got suspended for the whole season. Will Smith 4 games, Anthony Hargrove 8 games, and Scott Fujita 3 games. What do you think about that? Do you think that they were justified? It was warranted? Do you think it was a good decision by the commissioner, or should he have not been suspending players?
Well, yeah, he should have been suspending players. Man, Jonathan Vilma, that's a huge hit, man. That's not necessarily. For the team, but for him personally, I mean, he's at the later stage of his career. He would think in order to motivate yourself to get up early and go to those workouts, you got the season to motivate you for that, and now you're gone the whole season. I'd be interested to see if he even comes back after this.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I assume that you can't have any contact with the team at all.
Yeah,
that's usually what happens when you're suspended. That must be what these suspensions are.
But if I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, I'm so tired of the Saints and Bountygate and Spygate and all this garbage. I'm so tired of it. Every time I even see a story, I don't even click on it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of hearing about it.
The only reason I even brought it up was just because it's.
Yeah, because we have to.
I hope this is the last time we have to talk about it.
So are you saying that you won't read the story or watch this video now because it's talking about Bountygate?
Of course we're going to.
Oh, okay.
He needs to count my ums.
Yeah. No, Saints could fall off the cliff for all I care. I'm so done with them.
I'm really hoping that they finish in last place.
That goes for you too, Drew Brees. Okay, I don't like you anymore. I know that's hard to hear, Charger fans, but he's not our quarterback.
I'm a Charger fan. I'm a huge Charger fan, and I listen, and I love to hear you say that. I'm right on board with you. Third subject, former players becoming announcers and analysts. Do you like it when they bring their biased opinions to their analysis, or would you rather hear them just be, just trying to analyze it? I'm going to give you a few examples. Teddy Bruschi and Rodney Harrison both are total homers for the Patriots. They talk about
no question.
They talk about being a member of the Patriots is like being a religion. It just is disgusting to me. Michael Irvin, all Cowboys. They're just so biased towards the Cowboys. They're so biased towards their old teams. Do you do you like that? Do you think that adds a different element, or?
Well, I mean, you're picking out.
Those are the ones that
those three guys, and it's just football, for example.
Right.
You know, I don't like any of those guys anyway, so I don't care. But you know, on the flip side of it, you look at a guy like Mark Grant. Love him.
Right.
Love what he does. Love how he's a homer for the Padres.
He's a Padre announcer, though. He's not doing a national Padre show.
Bob Brent. Okay.
Or a
Well,
national
you didn't say
baseball
national.
show.
You just said.
I mean, well, these guys are all doing like national football shows.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
it's
just
annoying.
use those as
you know what? It's
examples.
annoying is there was actually a story that came out this morning about Jim Harbaugh made some comment about Bountygate, and Teddy Bruschi got all offended, and so did Rodney Harrison. Although I don't think Rodney Harrison publicly came out and started bashing Harbaugh. But
I'm so tired of Bruschi.
Yeah. I personally don't. The only one of those ex-coaches, players that I actually like watching on ESPN is Eric Mangini.
Yeah.
Eric Mangini.
I was going to say, come on, say Eric Mangini.
Eric Mangini is
love that guy.
He's the only guy that I'm like, yeah, man, I can't wait to see what he has to say.
Exactly.
As far as the other guys, I mean, go golf. I don't care what they say.
You know, it's funny. So what I'm trying to kind of get at, do you like players that will bring a little bit of bias, or do you not? I mean, do you like them sprinkled in there?
You just pick out, you know.
I know. It was bad. I was just trying to find some examples.
Those two guys are like on the extreme.
Right.
I mean, Marcellus Wiley. Great addition to ESPN, in my opinion.
But he doesn't seem really too biased towards specific teams.
No, he's good.
So I'm not trying. Maybe I didn't ask the question. It was kind of a hard one to ask. I like ex-players.
I don't like the bias.
them,
no.
But you don't even like it sprinkled in there every once in a while, getting a little bit of bias.
You know, it makes you feel like maybe on a more personal level with the guy.
I got an example here that I actually like.
Okay.
Mike Greenberg from Mike and Mike, not an ex-player, loves the Jets, and the fact that he loves the Jets and is out there saying that he loves the Jets, I like that.
But he's not an ex-player.
Right.
Well, that was the whole thing you asked me. Ex-players.
I know, but I'm talking about just bringing bias into the.
Yeah, no, I like that.
I enjoy it from Mike Greenberg, but at the same time, he'll criticize the Jets too.
And at the same time, he's not doing a NFL only show.
That's true.
He's doing a radio show. You know, if he was on NFL Live talking about his Jets, then there's a time and place for it.
Yeah, I do like ex-players. But I don't like just bringing an ex-player in just because he's an ex-player. They got to bring something to the table. You have some idiots that, John Ritchie is a good example. I've listened to him a few times. He's just horrible to listen to.
Who? I don't know. Yeah, you're right. He sucks.
I don't think you should bring in a player just because he played. I think he needs to add, I think
bring something to the table.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly. All right, that's going to have a shorter show this week. That's going to wrap it up. That's all the subjects I had. If you want to reach me after I say you can reach me at lbhost on Twitter, and you can email me at littleboy@fatmanlittleboy.com. Where can we reach you, D?
I'm on Twitter at DarrenPFPSports. Don't forget, our goalie can beat up your goalie. Go Kings.
That's right. How the Kings doing? They're up 2 games.
Wrecking people.
I'm
trying not to get too far ahead of myself, but they're...
I've already watched more hockey during the playoffs than I watched all season long, and I told you before, I'm all in next year.
Hockey.
All in next year.
The hockey playoffs are the regular season's exciting, but the playoff hockey just takes a next level. It's so exciting.
You know what? Another thing that I like about the playoffs, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, or I am officially a cord cutter. I got rid of my cable. We've been talking about that on our other show. And you can go to NBCSports.com and they stream the hockey games live. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've been watching the hockey games live on NBC Sports. So for all you other fellow cord cutters out there, go to NBCSports.com.
Well, I didn't realize you had a name for your little geeky club there.
Yeah.
Cord
cutters.
Okay.
Anyways, we do appreciate we stream live every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. PFPSports.com. And anything else from you?
We didn't really love the Charger draft. We never talked about that. We haven't had a show since then. Love the Charger draft. Congratulations to all the Aztecs that found their way onto NFL teams.
That's right. I tried to not steal your Aztec thunder. Last time I talked about the Aztecs, you seemed to get a little bit upset because you did.
Oh, no, nobody watched the Aztec show. That's all right. But
Not yet. I watch it. Come on.
oh, you have to watch it. But yeah, no. So congratulations to everybody.
I was stoked to see the Aztecs get drafted. I would have liked to see. I always like it when the Chargers draft an Aztec. I was a little bit bummed that we didn't get one. I was really hoping that they would.
Not to mention that they went to, the two biggest Aztecs went to two of our biggest rivals.
I know.
So,
I was actually hoping that the Chargers would get Draheim. I was hoping that they would somehow.
Yeah, it seems like he's been a nice,
yeah.
been a nice little fit. But
that would have been really, really nice. They could have used some O-line.
Who knows if they did, if they even offered? You don't even know. I mean, I'm not sure how the rookie free agent thing works, but I imagine you just pick the team that if you have multiple.
You're welcome to negotiate with anybody.
Yeah, I mean maybe the Chargers did.
I had read something on that, and they had said that some teams like the Chargers were they wanted to sign the guy who was drafted dead last by the Colts, the quarterback. The Chargers had already talked to him, and they were actually talking about they were walking the edge of being illegal because they had basically told him, if you're not drafted, we're going to offer you a contract the second the draft is over, and you have 10 minutes to decide if you're going to sign it or not.
Wow.
And they were.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I don't know if you could hear that. Mike off camera said that's kind of like Shark Tank. That's kind of a Mark Cuban move on Shark Tank. I don't know who watches that. I watch it online now.
Everybody should. It's a wonderful show.
It is a great show. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Join us every Wednesday, 6 o'clock, pmlbsports.com/live. We stream live. And until then, take care.
And don't forget, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Four Wheel Parts.
Did we say that at the beginning?
No, we didn't.
Oh, jeez.
No, you didn't.
I did not.
No, you didn't.
I did not. I'm sorry. PMLBsports.com. Go to fourwheelparts.com. Click on there. Buy some stuff. We'll get a little bit of money. Help us out. Maybe we'll get a new studio.
This wasn't exactly our most professional show, was it?
No, it was not. It was not.
So, all right.
That's it.
Cheers.
Take care.